Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel where I like to share any and all things that bring me joy. Today I am venturing out to Paris all by myself. I am at the London Eurostar station and it is a little before 6 a.m. I believe. I'm doing a voiceover after the trip is over because it's just, easier for me and I didn't want to distract too many people from talking. As I enter the station, you can see it is very empty because I purposely came earlier for the fear of not being able to find the place or, if I run into any traffic. Even the stores or the cafes or even the markets in the area have not even opened. So I just kind of roamed around just to show you a little bit of what the station looks like. And it is, as it looks here, very empty. There are several people already waiting. I decided to take the first train out from London to Paris on the Eurostar, which departed at 6:30 or so, 6:30 or 6:35. So a little bit past 6, suddenly I saw a line of people waiting and I thought, okay, I might as well just get in line as well. I didn't even realize there were so many people getting in line because I was sitting on the side, just kind of waiting for the time to pass. And when I saw these people lining up, I just jumped on the queue as well. And they started letting people in to check in to the actual station itself. So here you see the line does move fairly quickly, probably because I'm quite early. And they just really scan your ticket or your QR code on your phone if you have your ticket issued electronically. Very shortly after I got past the gate, if you will, like that security or checkpoint where they scan your ticket, and inside you'll see a lot of people are already waiting for that first train. There is some places that you can get some food towards the back, like a pret, just, typical breakfast type food or sandwiches, drinks, coffee. And I waited for a little bit, took a seat, ate some breakfast, and then just waited to board my train. So it was fairly smooth. No issues. It was the first train leaving. So that might be a good thing because if you have trains before and after, there could be other people waiting at the station, could get a little crowded. But here you can see also there's some charging ports there. And you can see here now they started letting people onto the platform to enter into the train. I'm just walking down to my specific car. You are assigned a seat, like a train, a specific car number or train number and a specific seat. So it was very easy to navigate. I was a little nervous because it's been over like 15 years since I've taken the Eurostar and honestly don't even remember much about it. So here I'm just entering into my train. I didn't bring any luggage with me. I brought my simple Tory Burch tote bag and decided to just kind of venture out into Paris that way. And you can see a lot of people bring quite a bit with them because it's probably like, weekend trip. This is a Saturday. This was the only day I was able to go because I was working Monday through Friday. And this was my only chance. And I know a lot of stores close on Sundays. So here I am, finally arrived to Paris. It was kind of rainy in the morning, and I just decided to walk throughout the streets. It's been many years since I've gone to Paris, so taking some shots here and there while holding the umbrella. So sorry, I didn't really get a whole lot of footage, but this was on my way to my first stop, which was Hermes. So a bit of a story time. Friday at 10:30 Paris time, I did register to try to get a leather appointment. That same night, this is the result that I got, that I wasn't able to get it because there's just to many people that were attempting. So I went to the FSH store anyway, lined up, and saw a long queue, which kind of scared me because I got there probably a couple minutes before it opened, and I decided I came all the way. I might as well just try to make good use out of the time and wait in line, hoping it wouldn't take that long to get in. So to my surprise, they actually opened the door a couple minutes later and let everyone in, everyone that was online. So I didn't even really have to wait. So here are some shots or small clips of the FSH store. It was quite busy. I couldn't even really take a lot of photos or videos because they did say that they do not want you to take any pictures of people's faces. So I really tried to avoid that, but probably wasn't so successful. So just showing you some eye candy here and there of the store. Didn't really stay in the store too long. Before I left, I actually visited the bathroom, which was very, very nice. I noticed these doors, which represent those gates at the FSH store, so they might look familiar to you. So before I left, I just took a quick snapshot of the front door, just as a memory that, this is where I visited. Then I started walking again, and I went to the next Hermes store. Yes, I'm a little crazy and obsessed with Hermes these days. I walked about another 30 minutes to the Sevres store. Hopefully I'm saying that right, Sevres. And that's the other Hermes store in Paris. And on my way there, it started clearing up a little bit, so I didn't really need my umbrella. And I took some nice shots of the Eiffel Tower, got some good views of the streets of Paris. And here I am, that I entered into the Sevres store. It is so majestic and beautiful. The story behind this was, I was told this used to be a swimming pool. So you enter down the stairs and you get into the kind of the jewelry section of the store, and that's kind of where I started my shopping journey. And so I started with the jewelry section and looked at some pieces, and I decided to get a couple of things. I got 2 jewelry pieces, so unboxing of that coming shortly. And the essay that was helping me was so helpful. She was very friendly and very patient with me. And then she took me to other parts of the store to look at belts for my husband, and then some scarves. She showed me this Pop H section of the store. And then we kind of visited the scarf section, which I looked at, and then she actually squeezed me in for a bag appointment, which was unheard of. I really didn't expect that to happen at all. So a little story behind that. I explained to her that I was coming from London. I was working there for the week, couldn't get an appointment, and I was really hoping to try and get a bag, and understood I probably wouldn't be able to get a Birkin or Kelly, but I hope that maybe I could get some of the other bags that are available. And she was like, oh, let me see what I can do for you. And then fast forward, I waited for about 10 minutes, and she brought out a box and said, why don't you come with me into a room? And that's kind of where the bag reveal happened. And in the next video, I will show you what I ended up getting. I wanted to quickly show you the coffee that was offered to me when I first arrived at the store. Look at that beautiful tea set and this cute little cubed shaped sugar of the shape of a horse. The detail is just so amazing. Even the coasters were labeled or branded Hermes. So before I left the store, I took a few shots of the front of the store just as a memory for myself, and for those that are interested, just a little reference for you what it looks outside. After my shopping trip, I made my way up back towards the near the train station, I took an Uber because I was just so tired. The wonderful essay spent a good 2+ hours with me shopping and getting all of my goodies. So unboxing of that coming up shortly. When I arrived, I got into the Galeries Lafayette because I knew it was the place to go if you're in Paris, just to look at all the beautiful stores and the decor inside. I didn't end up getting anything because I was quite shopped out at Hermes, but it was one of the places where I had to go. So here's a shot of the beautiful dome at the ceiling. It was just breathtaking. And I also made my way to the rooftop to look around at the view of the city. By now, the clouds have cleared up. It wasn't raining anymore, so it was a very pleasant day. And I was lugging around a big, huge bag with me, which I appreciated that Hermes gave me a very discreet white bag. And so I went back in, just kind of walked through floor by floor and looked around before I headed back up towards the train station because I was taking the last train back. I didn't want to risk it, and I wanted to allow myself enough time to check in, get through any customs that were needed, get my VAT forms submitted, and spent a good maybe another 45 minutes just having something to eat at the train station while waiting for my train. So that's the end of this sort of vlog style that I took for my one-day trip to Paris. It was a very last-minute decision, but one that was well made. And the bonus was when I went, the euro and the US dollar were pretty much 1-to-1. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for my unboxing video coming up next. And I hope you have a happy and healthy day. Thumbs up is always appreciated, and please share, like, and subscribe. Thanks, and talk to you next time. Bye.